Welcome back to economics learning. Today I will discuss concept of globalization. Globalization in economics refers to the increasing interconnectedness and integration of economies, market and societies across the world. It is driven by advancements in technology, transportation and communication which have made it easier for goods, services, capital and information to flow across borders. Economic globalization refers to the increasing interdependence of world economies as a result of growing scale of cross-border trade of commodity and services, flow of international capital and wide and rapid spread of technologies. Globalization means the speed up of movements and exchanges of human beings, goods and services, capital, technologies, or cultural practices all over the planet. One of the effects of globalization is that it promotes and increases interaction between different regions and population around the globe. In the present day life, in the mobility of goods, services, capital, manpower, and information technology is taking place so rapidly that the borders between countries are vanishing, and people are bound to say that whole of the world is shrinking in the form of a village at the world level. As from US are investing in oil industry in the Middle East, American engineers are working on the oil field of Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. The Japanese companies like Honda, Toyota, and Suzuki are having joint ventures in Malaysia, Pakistan, and India. The doctors and economists from India and Pakistan are serving in US, UK, IMF, and IBRD. IMF is providing assistance is to implement structural and stabilization reform in Pakistan, Tajikistan, Indonesia, and African countries. The World Bank is providing financial and technical services to American and Asian countries in the connection with supply of education, health, social services, and developmental projects. The veto is making effort to liberalize the world trade as a maximum tariff rate is being decreased to 20%, and the international telecasting agencies are diffusing art, fashion, culture, and other information all over the world through satellite. In such state of the affairs, the countries having different races, cultures, language, and religions are getting close to each other, and the economic interests are playing an important role in this connection. The first phase of globalization started in 1820 and it lasted till 19. Norman Engel, who wrote his book The Great Reunion in 1911, said no, countries will not go for a war as their interdependence has gone up due to economic integration. But unfortunately, in the next 2 decades, the world had to see the two devastating wars and the era of restricted trade began. With this, the world trade went on the shrinking and all of the flaws of capitalism became obvious. This promoted fascism and communism. The effort began to reform world economic system after the World War II. In order to liberalize world trade, get was set up for the reconstruction and world development. World Bank was founded, and for the improvement of international payments and receipt system, IMF was formulated from 1950 to 1918. The policy expert remained busy too in stressing that exchange rate between currencies could be settled by the free forces of market and the restrictions on world trade could come to an end. For this purpose, veto was set up in place of GATT. As the result, during 1990, we found the big movement toward free trade, dependence on market forces, abolition of regulations and promotions of globalization. After this background, we see the advantage and disadvantage of globalization. First of all, we see that positive and negative effects on economic. First of all, positive effects economic growth. Economic growth globalization can stimulate economic growth by promoting trade, investment, and innovation, leading to higher productivity and output. Second one is efficiency. It allows countries to specialize in producing goods and services in which they have a comparative advantage, leading to more efficient allocation of resources. Third one is consumer benefits. Increased competition from international trade can lead to lower prices and greater choice for consumer. Fourth positive effect is technological advancements. Globalization facilitates the transfer of technology and knowledge, contributing to technological advancements and innovation. Now we see negative effects. First of income inequality. Globalization can exacerbate income inequality within the and between countries as benefits may occur disproportionately to skilled worker and capital owners. Second one is job displacement. Workers in industries facing competition from imports or outsourcing may lose their jobs or facing downward pressures. Next one is environmental degradation. Increased economic activity and international trade can lead to environmental degradation, resources depletion, and pollution. Last one is for dependency and vulnerability. Countries become more dependent on global market, making them vulnerable to external economic shocks, financial crisis, and changes in global demand. Overall, globalization is a complex phenomenon with wide range implications for economies, societies, and individuals, which requires careful management to maximize its benefits while mitigating its negative impacts. Thanks for watching.